This conference will now be recorded.
Okay guys, good morning. First of all, just today ఈరోజు టాపిక్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. LVM Linux Logical Volume Manager, which is a default volume manager concept which is coming as part of a Linux, HP Unix, AX, these all OS will use Linux actually. Sorry, LVM Logical Volume Manager and Logical Volume Manager. So listen this very carefully. It is very important topic. Okay, first concentrate on this. Yesterday ఏం చేసామండి మనం up to yesterday, one team, maybe database team కావచ్చు, ఎవరైనా కావచ్చు, they raised one SR for us like this. They want us one file system need to be created, FS, with 5 GB space, and it need to be created, and the mount point is data 01. What is mount point? I have already told. And ownership should be Oracle DB. Okay, and we have implemented this. What we did, we have taken one disk from storage team, and we have created 5 GB partition, and we have created this file system. Okay, so our SR closed. Up to yesterday our SR closed. This SR has been closed, right? So this is done. Now DB task is completed. So coming to today requirement. Now same database person Pradeep came. DB Pradeep came. Hey Lakshmi, you created one file system, right, for me, slash data 01 with 5 GB. I need listen this carefully. I need same file system need to be extend from 5 GB to 10 GB. 10 GB కావాలి అని చెప్పాడు నాకు. I need same file system, data 01 file system only, from 5 GB to 10 GB కావాలి అన్నాడు. Okay, what you did yesterday, you have taken one disk of 8 GB and you created one partition. 5 GB partition create చేసాము. దీని మీద మనం ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ క్రియేట్ చేసాం. ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ is nothing but creation of inode table. Okay, నేను ఇది కూడా చెప్పాను yesterday. I have already told you. So creation of inode table. On top of that, how we created that? mkfs dot xfs, right? So it's created inode table on top of that, and then we have put one gate to use that inode table, slash data 01. We put some gate. How we did that? Mount -t xfs and this partition value and with mount point, right? We did this. Okay, with this, is it possible to extend one file system from 5 GB to 10 GB? The answer is no. It's not possible. It's not possible. If you create a file system directly on top of a partition which you created on a hard disk, it is not possible to extend a file system. The first is the disadvantage. If you create a file system directly on a partition, you can't extend. The first thing. Okay, and second point, no. For what? The answer is you can't decrease also. The use case is, for example, same data 01, same Pradeep came. Lakshmi, 5 GB you created, I used only 2 GB. 2 GB I used. You can use this 3 GB for any other purpose. This 3 GB for any other purpose, I don't want this 3 GB. I need only 2 GB only. While requested, I assumed wrongly. So I don't want this 3 GB. You can take it back. Is it not possible to decrease also? No, it's not possible to decrease. Okay, that is one more disadvantage. And another disadvantage is, okay, here you have taken 8 GB disk. Okay, 8 GB disk you have taken. and you have created completely 8 GB one file system. Okay, one file system you have created like data 01. And can my file system span on any other disk also? ఇంకో డిస్క్ తీసుకొని దీనికి అటాచ్ చేసి సేమ్ డే అంటే నేను ఇలా చెప్తాను. దీని ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఎలా అంటే, స్టోరేజ్ టీమ్కి వెళ్ళామండి. స్టోరేజ్ టీమ్కి వెళ్ళి బాస్ నాకు 100 GB డిస్క్ కావాలి, 100 GB డిస్క్ కావాలి అని చెప్పి స్టోరేజ్ టీమ్ ఏమన్నాడంటే, హే లక్ష్మి, యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ 100 GB డిస్క్, ఐ విల్ గివ్ యూ 50 GB టూ డిస్క్స్, 50 GB plus 50 GB I will give. Okay, take it and use it. Can I create using this normal method? Can I create my file system, single file system, span on two multiple disks? No, it's not possible if you use normal file system creation methodology. Okay, it's not possible to create one single file system on top of two disks and can create a inode table on top of this and create a mount point. No, it's not possible. It's not possible if you use normal methodology. The first thing is, you can't extend, you can't decrease the file system size, and you can't span multiple disks. One file system cannot span on multiple disks. Okay, and the last disadvantage is, for example, the last thing is, you created one file system. Okay, you mount it, data 01, you mount. After some days, this something happened with this disk, this is gone, your entire data gone. So to overcome this, you need to mirror same data, what it is coming here, same data it need to be copied here. Even if this gone, you can access your data from here. Mirror, this concept is called mirror. Okay, so how to do this? If you follow normal file system creation, it's not possible. Even creation of mirror is not possible. Okay, so if you study in raid levels, concatenation, striping, these all things, mirror, these all called as raid levels only. Okay, raid levels, concatenation, striping, mirroring, all these things is not possible via normal file system creation policy. You need to create this concatenation, striping and all via any volume manager only. Okay, concatenation, striping, mirroring ante I will tell you in, maybe after telling this LVM concept, I will tell what is concatenation, what is striping, what is mirror. Okay, so to overcome all these disadvantages, we got a new concept called as volume manager. Volume manager. Okay, so in Linux by default we are having one volume manager with the OS LVM, logical volume manager, and we have other volume managers also. In Solaris by default you will get SVM, Solaris volume manager. Okay, this will come, logical volume manager will come HPUX, AX, Linux, Ubuntu, FreeBD, FreeBSD, blah 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 thing. All other files, all other OS flavors are using LVM. Whereas coming to Solaris, it is using SVM. Okay, I don't know Windows what it is used by default. Volume manager is there or not, I don't know. But Unix side, LVM is used by these all flavors, and SVM is used by Solaris manager. Solaris. Okay, there is one third party also. Third party, Veritas has developed. Veritas has developed his own volume manager called as VXVM. Veritas volume manager. Okay, Veritas volume manager, VXVM. This is also one famous tool actually. Up to 2000 2005, this is a very famous actually. Up to 2005 or up to 2010 also, Veritas volume manager is widely used in many companies actually. Okay, to configure their file systems, to create their file systems, to manage their file systems. Veritas Volume Manager also one of the famous tool. Okay, up to 2010, this is a king. Veritas Volume Manager was a king. Okay, whenever the DevOps came into picture, and whenever the virtualization layer came into picture, slowly this has been decreased. Okay, the usage of Veritas Volume Manager is decreased after virtualization layer came, after DevOps came into picture, after microservices came into picture. This volume manager concept, slowly this is decreasing. The usage of VxVM is decreasing. Otherwise, if you open Naukari.com, if you know Veritas Volume Manager, there are many openings. If you know VCS cluster, same Veritas product, there are many openings. Okay, forget about that story. Now you need to concentrate on volume manager, and we are using LVM since we are doing the course on Linux. Okay, how to use LVM. Now concentrate on this LVM, how to use. Okay, what LVM will give you. Okay, so you have taken up to yesterday what we did. We have taken one disk from storage. Okay, storage team give this 8 GB disk. Okay, 8 GB disk. What you did, you created one partition on top of this. The partition name is SDB1, and the disk name is SDB. The partition name is SDB1. Okay, you created a partition and you created a file system on top of that. Because of that reason, we are not going to get any additional features. Now today, what volume manager will do? Okay, take this disk, create a partition, and one additional layer came on top of that. One additional layer came. This is called VG, volume group. Okay, this is an additional layer, volume group. Take this disk and create your own partition and add this partition into this group. Okay, add this partition into this group. Create your file system, the required size of file system on top of this. Okay, add this and create your data 0 file system. Okay, data 01 file system on top of this. Okay, 5 GB create చేసి you can use it. Okay, the remaining space ఉంది కదా, SDB2 create చేయి. SDB2 create చేసి దీనికి యాడ్ చేయి. It will act like, you know, your volume group act like a disk from single disk from pool of disk, from multiple disks. Ante it will give you whatever size of you want. Okay, oka single disk laga form avutadi. It will pool multiple disks. పూల్ చేసుకునేది. ఓకే, ఈ డిస్క్ ఇస్తావా, ఈ డిస్క్ ఇస్తావా, ఈ డిస్క్ ఇస్తావా, ఈ డిస్క్, ఎన్ని డిస్క్లైనా ఇస్తావా. ఓకే, ఐ విల్ టేక్ అండ్ ఐ విల్ మేక్ దిస్ ఎంటైర్ స్పేస్ ఇంటూ సింగిల్ డిస్క్. ఓకే, సింగిల్ డిస్క్ గా క్రియేట్ చేస్తాను. బట్ కానీ whatever size you want, I will give you small chunks. Okay, you need 2 GB, okay, take this. You need 3 GB, take this. You need to extend this 2 GB as a 5 GB, okay, I will allow you to extend. Okay, and if you want to mirror it, okay, I will allow you to mirror. This VG will allow you to do all these things. Okay, what you need to do, you need to create a, first you need to take a disk from storage team, create a partition, add that partition into volume group. Now you are ready to use that. Okay, use whatever size you want and extend whatever size you want. For example, this 5 GB to 10 GB. Yes, take another 5 GB, I will give you, just extend it. Okay, up to this you have created, then just erase this. Okay, come to here, up to 10 GB you can use. Okay, now if you want to reduce, you, okay, no problem, I can give you that feasibility, you can reduce. So extension, reduce, it is possible. Creation of mirror is possible. All these things are possible via volume group. Okay, let me show one diagram which I just downloaded. See this diagram. You have taken, as I told, you have taken these disks from storage stream and create a partition and add to volume group. And you have taken one more disk, create a partition and add to volume group. So now volume group is a pool of all these disks. And volume group is a pool of all these disks. Now on top of volumes you can create file systems. You can create a file system. Now the file system may be created on top of this disk or top of this disk, or might be spanning across multiple disks. You don't know why, because you have added into this pool. Okay, what I am trying to say, let me show this. I have taken two disks and I have taken one disk. Let me tell in a simple way. I added this into volume group. Okay, I have taken this disk is 100 GB. I have taken this disk is 100 GB. I have created 50 GB file system. 50 GB file system. It means in volume group half of the space is completed. Okay. Now tomorrow one more person came. I need a 200 GB file system on same volume group. Okay, you went to volume group and you check only 50 GB is remaining space is there. Okay, you need one more 150 GB, right? 200 GB create చేయడానికి ఇంకో 150 GB కావాలి. 150 GB మళ్ళీ మీరు స్టోరేజ్ టీమ్ కి వెళ్ళారు. స్టోరేజ్ టీమ్ ఏమన్నారంటే ఓకే ఐ విల్ గివ్ 150 GB disk, take this. ఓకే 150 GB 150 GB అయిపోయింది. ఇక్కడ 50 GB అయిపోయిందండి. ఈ డిస్క్ లో 50 GB క్రియేట్ చేసేసాం ఆల్రెడీ. 150 GB ఇచ్చారు. 150 GB తీసుకొచ్చి ఈ వాల్యూమ్ గ్రూప్ కి యాడ్ చేశారు. నౌ దిస్ వాల్యూమ్ గ్రూప్ బికమ్ 200 GB free space present. Now you created a file system. Here observe this, what it is doing, 50 GB from this disk and 150 GB of this disk. It is taking completely as a one space. What it is doing? It is spanning one file system on multiple disks. If you see here, 50 GB from this disk, 150 GB from this disk. It means it is spanning one single file system on multiple disks, right? It is overcome our disadvantage or not? It can be possible if you add this into volume group. Volume group ఏం చేస్తుందండి, ఒక సింగిల్ డిస్క్ లాగా చేసేస్తుంది. మనం ఫిజికల్ లేయర్ లో ఎన్ని డిస్కులు పెట్టినా if you create a volume group, it is creating as a single disk. Okay, so now it can be span one file system. 200 GB file system మీరు క్రియేట్ చేస్తే it is spanning multiple disks. 50 GB from this, 150 GB from this. So we have overcome that disadvantages also. So three disadvantages which I told: extension and decrease the size, and volume can span on multiple disks, overcome all these things. And RAID levels, I will tell you how to create a mirror, concatenation, swiping. కొంచెం సేపు అది మర్చిపోండి. ఈ మూడు పాయింట్స్ కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేయండి. ఓకేనా, ఈ మూడు పాయింట్స్ కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేయండి. నౌ విల్ గో టు ప్రాక్టికల్స్ హౌ టు డూ దిస్ యాక్చువల్లీ. ఓకే, let me turn on my server. Okay, my server is ready. Now I have logged into server. Observe one thing here, df-h. So yesterday I created one file system data01. Where it is? It is gone, right? But if you see lsplk, the disk is present, partition of 5 GB is present, and ls-ld slash data01 is present, still it is present. But why in df-h it's not showing? Okay, yesterday actually I didn't tell you how to make a file system permanent mount. Permanent mount means whenever your files, your server has been rebooted, then that need to be automatically mount, right? I will tell you after this class how to make your file system permanent mount. Okay, there is one file you need to give some entry on into this. I will tell you what it is. First concentrate on today's topic, LVM. Okay, now you got a requirement to create a first same file system. How you will create on LVM? Okay, same today you need to create data02. Data02 create cheyali, data02 ni mount cheyali as a volume manager. As a volume manager. Okay, let me do this. Let me go to server. Again I need to power off this. Why? Because I have already told we are using VMs, so for this we don't have any privileges to add directly. Okay, then let me power off. Power off, settings, storage, and here this one, add hard disk, and come down. I have already created one disk. Okay, let me create this. Let me take this, choose, and see here it is added. Okay, now if you see here, two disks are coming. Okay, 8 GB, 8 GB. Now let me go to power on, normal start.
Lakshmi, we can also use that VMware workstation, right?
Yes, you can.
ఓకే. సో మీరిక్కడ రిమోట్ తీసుకుంటున్నారా? జస్ట్ మీరు లాగిన్ అవుతున్నారు వర్చువల్ బాక్స్‌లో. దాంట్లో
Yes.
కిందన కొన్ని అన్ని రిమోట్ తీసుకున్నారా?
Yes, I have taken remote. This is my workstation. Okay, I'm
వర్క్
not
స్టేషన్.
going to log in vCenter or workstation. Okay, vCenter
ఓకే.
లో లాగిన్ అవ్వట్లేదండి నేను. So this is
ఓకే.
my data center. This is my data center. Okay, I am connecting remotely. Okay, I'm not
రిమోట్‌లీ.
going to
హ్మ్.
touch in anything in console. You know all these things, right?
ఐ
Console
నో.
lo
ఐ నో.
I'm not doing anything.
కనెక్ట్.
Console.
యాహ్!
This is console. This is data center. I'm teaching like these guys like
యాహ్!
real time environment
ఎగ్జాక్ట్‌లీ.
only.
దట్
Okay.
ఈస్ రియల్లీ గుడ్.
Okay.
యాహ్!
Yeah. So this is my data center. I'm not going to touch anything. This is my laptop from where I need to connect my server. Okay. This is my laptop. Just I need to connect like this only. This is my SSH client and I'm using
హుహు.
Git bash as SSH client. I'm connecting
హుహు.
that remote server, which is located in Germany or might be some else place, US, UK, some else. Okay. I
యాహ్!
have logged into my laptop and I'm doing work from here.
ఓకే.
Okay.
యాహ్!
Okay. See
దీస్ ఆల్
guys
ఆర్
now.
ఇవన్నీ కవర్ చేసే ముందు వీడియోలో ఎన్నున్నాయి కదా! అంటే నేను యాక్చువల్లీ ఐయామ్ వెరీ మచ్ ఫెమిలియర్ విత్ వర్క్ స్టేషన్, వీఎం వర్క్ స్టేషన్. బట్ వర్చువల్ బాక్స్‌లో ఎప్పుడు చేయలేదు. సో, సేమ్
Yeah,
అనుకుంటా.
I will give you
యాహ్! యాహ్!
all the videos. Okay,
ఓకే.
don't
ఓకే.
worry.
యాహ్! యాహ్! ఓకే.
Oh, okay, then come to this. Now I have taken one new disk. The new disk is SDC, which is added as a SDC and 8 GB space. And previously, maybe I have created already one partition of this. Let me delete this partition. F disk slash dev SDC. Sorry, slash dev SDC. M will give you help and how to delete a partition. Just check for that, delete a partition. D. Okay. D is to delete a partition. Partition 1 has been deleted. Now let me see P, no partition. To write this, to make it permanent, what we need to do? Here see this W. Yesterday I have already covered this W. Then everything is gone. LSBLK. Now see, this is gone. Previously one partition is there on top of my disk. I just deleted. Okay, I just deleted this partition. Now let me create one partition just like yesterday. F disk / dev SDC. Okay, to create a new partition, first take help. For some days just ilage cheyandi, take help. Okay, so to create a partition, N is an option. Okay, N. Then first partition, first four partitions you can create primary and చెప్పాను yesterday. Okay, anyway in real time we will create one disk one partition only. Okay, now we can't create one disk multiple partitions చేయమండి, మొత్తం size తీసుకొని we will create only one partition only. Okay, now let me do the same thing. P primary partition and default number I am taking partition number 1 and it is saying first 2048 sectors are occupied and you can use from 2048 to this. Okay, I will take this and today what I will do, okay, I will take complete disk. I will show you what is the use of this. Okay, default I am taking complete disk and see here it is saying first sector and end sector. Now it is saying last sector, select the last sector. I am selecting the last sector. It means complete disk I am taking. Okay, let me take this. Now see P, it is saying complete disk you have taken 2048 to start to end. Let me make it permanent. W, yeah, make it. I have completed. LSBLK, let me show this. SDC one disk and I have created entire disk as a one partition. Entire disk as a one partition. Okay, now what I need to do as a first step of LVM, I need to create one physical partition. See this diagram. If you see this diagram, I need to create this radium color layer. Okay, I need to create this layer. Now I have created a partition on top of this disks. I need to create that radium color layer. How to do this? PV create. PV create is a command and dev SDC1. Dev SDC1. We are converting this partition into physical partition. PV create to make it as a LVM only. Okay, see this. XFS signature detected this offset. Yes, do this. Okay, created. Now to see this whether it is created or not, PV display. PV display will display whether your PV has been created or not. See, it is displaying one new physical volume has been created. PV name is this and PV size is 8 GB. Okay, this has been created. Now your radium layer is ready. Your radium color layer is ready. Now you need to create this blue color layer. How to create it? This blue color layer. To create that, first time to create only, to creation only, VG create. VG create, VG name, VG00 anukuntanu leda VG01 and you need to pass this physical disk partition. Okay, VG create, VG01 and this created. Now see how to see this. VG display, again VG display and VG name. This is VG name only. Okay, see it is displaying my VG has been created. The VG name is this and the physical partition which I am using, this size is 8 GB. 8 GB to nenu create ayanu. Okay, VG01 has been created. Now you can display VG01, the name of VG. Okay, now I am creating, I have created a pool. I told you, right? Pool has been created. Now this pool has been created. Now I can add any number of disk into this pool. Okay, I can add any number of disks into pool. Okay, let me create a file system first. To create a file system on top of your VG, the command is lv create. Just run this lv create -- help. ఓకే, నేను డైరెక్ట్ కమాండ్ ఎందుకు చెప్పట్లేదంటే అండి, మీరు మీ ఓన్ గా తెలుసుకోవాలి. ఓకేనా, ఈ కమాండ్స్ ఒకవేళ మీరు మర్చిపోతే హౌ కెన్ ఐ క్రియేట్, ఓకే, హౌ కెన్ ఐ క్రియేట్ అనేది మీకు తెలిసి ఉండాలి. చూడండి, ఇక్కడ ఎల్వి క్రియేట్ కొడితే క్లియర్లీ ఇట్ ఈస్ షోయింగ్ క్రియేట్ ఏ లైనర్ ఎల్వి క్రియేట్ -l సైజ్ ఇవ్వమంటుంది. ఓకేనా, అండ్ దెన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆస్కింగ్ ఎక్స్టెంట్స్ ఆల్సో. ఎక్స్టెంట్ అంటే నేను ఎందుకు చెప్తాను, అసలు మర్చిపోండి. ఇగో ఇక్కడ చూడండి, స్ట్రైప్డ్ వాల్యూమ్ ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. ఇందాక రైడ్ లెవెల్స్ గురించి చెప్పేటప్పుడు నేను స్ట్రైపింగ్ అని మాట్లాడాను. సో స్ట్రైపింగ్ ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి, మిర్రరింగ్ ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. ఓకే, మెనీ ఆప్షన్స్. ఓకే, RAID LV ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి, RAID 10 ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. there are many RAID levels actually if you see. So all these things it will be possible via LV. Okay, LV can be created. Let me create a LV create -l 5g and LV VG name I need to pass VG01 VG01 and size 5GB. Okay, LV01 has created with 5GB. How to display this? LV display. చూడండి, PV display to see PVs, VG display to see VGs, LV display to see LVs. ఓకే, LVs అంటే మనం ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ అంటే ఇక్కడ నేను చూపించిన డయాగ్రామ్ లో ఈ టాప్ లేయర్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నాం అండి. ఈ టాప్ లేయర్. ఓకే, ఈ టాప్ లేయర్ మౌంట్ పాయింట్ కెన్ బి ఎనీథింగ్. LV display. See, it is created with 5GB. It is created with 5GB and my LV name is this. Okay, my LV name is this. Now how to use this? Again, you have created a raw volume here. Again, same like yesterday, mkfs.xfs. Use this. Now you have created a partition, means inode table on top of this LV. Now mount it. Mount -t xfs. Use this, and I need to create a mount point file mkdir/data02. okay, data02 నే కదా. ఓకే, 02 నే కదా మనం క్రియేట్ చేయాల్సింది, data02. now mount it, mount -t xfs and this name, this LVM name, paste it, and /data02. now I have mounted df-h. see, I am getting this 5GB. okay, this is how you can create these LVMs. History, what commands I run. First, I have created a PV create. PV has been created. First I have taken one disk, and on top of this disk I have created a partition. Up to partition we did yesterday. We have created partition, and after partition created, we just convert that partition as a PV. To do that, PV create is a command. PV create, and to see that PV display, and next we have created a additional layer volume group. To create volume group, the command is vg create. okay, to see that volume group, this is a command vg display. After that, we have created the actual file system with required size, lv create. To create lv create -l 5gb vg01. okay, we have created this lv, and after that, how to use that? We can't use until we create a inode table on top of that, right? To create inode table, this is a command. Yesterday we have already used this command mkfs.xfs, and this is we are passing the raw disk. Yesterday raw disk ఏంటండి, sdv dev sda1 dev sdb2. See this today, dev vg01 and lv01 అంటే దీని మనం ఫిజికల్ లేయర్ పైన ఒక వర్చువల్ లేయర్ క్రియేట్ చేసాము విజి అని, ఆ విజి పైన ఇంకో వర్చువల్ లేయర్ క్రియేట్ చేసాం ఎల్వి అని. దెన్ వీఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు mount it and we are able to use it. Let me show you the first thing. Now I'm having this file system is 5 GB. Okay, today my first disadvantage is how to extend this 5 GB disk. ఓకే 5 GB వాల్యూమ్ ఒకటి ఉంది, ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ ఉంది, నేను ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేయాలండి. ఎక్స్టెండ్ ఎలా చేయగలను? ఓకేనా, అదే కదా మెయిన్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఇన్ LVM. ఇఫ్ యూ యూజ్, let me mount data01. I'll also data01 lsbl. Okay, mount /dev sdb1 /data01. now let me see, I am having two file system అండి. ఒకటి dev sdb1 మీద data01 mount అయింది 5 GB. This is mounted data02 which I created on top of LVM. Both are file systems only, I can use. But the disadvantage, if this file system get full, I can't be able to extend. Okay, I can't be able to extend. But whereas if this file system is full, I can be able to extend. How to extend? lv extend is the command. lv extend is the command. lv extend is the command. Let me see this, what are all the options is giving. lv extend size, you can use size ప్లస్ ఇవ్వచ్చు, లేదా మీరు ఫైనల్ సైజ్ అయినా ఇవ్వచ్చండి. ఓకేనా, ఫైనల్ సైజ్ అయినా ఇవ్వచ్చు లేదా ప్లస్ అయినా ఇవ్వచ్చు. ఓకే, ప్లస్ అంటే మీరు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 5 GB నుంచి 10 GB చేస్తున్నారండి, లేదా 7 GB చేస్తున్నారు, ప్లస్ 2 GB ఇవ్వాలి. లేదా 5 GB నుంచి 7 GB చేస్తుంటే మీరు ఫైనల్ సైజు 7 GB ఇవ్వాలి. యూ నీడ్ టు గివ్ ఫైనల్ సైజ్. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ పాసింగ్ సైజ్, ఫైనల్ సైజ్ 7 GB అయితే ఫైనల్ సైజ్ ఇవ్వాలనుకుంటే 7 GB ఇవ్వాలి. లేదు ప్లస్ ఇచ్చి ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేయాలంటే ప్లస్ 2 GB ఇవ్వాలి. అంతే కదా, 5 + 2 7. అండ్ ఫైనల్ సైజ్ అంటే ఫైనల్ సైజ్ పాస్ చేయాలి. మీరు అలా కాకుండా ప్లస్ దగ్గర ఫైనల్ సైజ్ దగ్గర నేను 2 GB ఇచ్చానంటే యువర్ ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ సైజ్ విల్ బి 2 GB. 5 GB నుంచి 2 GB కి వస్తుంది, యువర్ డేటా విల్ బి లాస్. ఓకే, ప్లీజ్ బీ వెరీ కేర్ఫుల్ వైల్ రన్నింగ్ దిస్ lv extend command. ఓకే, lv extend, let me run this. See, remember this, you need to run help లో మీకు వచ్చే ఆప్షన్స్ ని బట్టి మీరు రన్ చేయాలండి. let me run lv extend -l plus 2g space, I need to pass this. I need to pass this. Okay, see my file system, what it is saying, size of logical volume change from 5 GB to 7 GB. okay, 5 GB నుంచి 7 GB కి వెళ్ళిపోయింది, df-h. see here, hey, why it is showing still 5 GB? why it is showing still 5 GB? okay, the explanation for it, come to this. Previously what you did, you created a 5 GB and you run mkfs.xfs అండి. ఓకే, దిస్ ఇస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి. ఇది మీకు అర్థం అవ్వాలి. ఓకే, what you did, mkfs.xfs, it means it's created a inode table on top of that. okay, now what you did, you extended 2 GB. you extended 2 GB. ఇది 5 GB ఉంది, 2 GB ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేశారు. 2 GB ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేయగలనే, ఎల్వి ఎక్స్టెండ్ అని కొట్టగలనే ఇది వచ్చేసి ఒక రా వాల్యూమ్ వచ్చేసి దీనికి అటాచ్ అవుతుందండి. ఒక రా వాల్యూమ్ వచ్చి అటాచ్ అవుతుంది. దెన్ హూ విల్ క్రియేట్ ఐనోడ్స్ ఆన్ టాప్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ రా వాల్యూమ్ కదా. మనం స్టార్టింగ్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు రా వాల్యూమే వచ్చింది కదా. సేమ్ ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేసినప్పుడు కూడా ఎంతైతే స్పేస్ ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేస్తారో that has been come as a raw volume only. See this, because of that reason only you are not able to see that additional 5 GB in df-h output. still it is showing 5 GB only. Whereas coming to LV display, LV display what it is showing 7 GB. 7 GB చూపిస్తుందండి, బట్ కానీ DF-H లో 5 GB చూపిస్తుంది. What it means, your LV has been extended, but that 2 GB is still not having inodes. That 2 GB is still not having inodes to use you. To use by you, it's not having that 2 GB is not having inode table. To do that, resize to FS. Resize to FS, you need to run this, you need to pass, then bad logic number in super block while trying to open this. Why bad super block? Let me see this. Resize to FS, device, new size. Okay. No, it's not coming. Something is bad magic number in super block while trying to open this. Couldn't find valid file system super block. Okay, why? Resize to fs-f. Okay, -f xfs. Resize to fs-f xfs and then device. Yes, I passed this. No such file directory. Okay, I'm not sure why it is not going. Let me troubleshoot. RHEL 7 అండి మంది. EL7, yes. Resize to FS, device and size. Yes, we are passing the same thing. Resize to FS, mount device and size. Let's pass this. We are passing same dada. DF-H. Let me do like this also. Resize to FS -T XFS -F XFS is and 7G. Yeah, maybe this might be better. XFS info. Maybe this can be help us. సోలారిస్ సారీ లైనెక్స్ 6 కి 7 కి 8 కి చాలా తేడా వస్తుందండి. Yeah, now it has been changed. So the XFS, if it is an XFS file system, here the conclusion is the XFS file system we can't use resize to XFS. XFS file system అయితే if it is a Linux 7, 8 ఇవన్నీ by default గా XFS file systems వస్తాయండి. If you see here cat etc ఇది ఒక ఫైల్ అండి. నేను ఈ ఫైల్ యూజ్ ఏంటో నేను చెప్తాను. ఓకే, FS tab చూస్తే these are all file systems are XFS. సో Linux 7 లో Linux 7 దగ్గర నుంచి by default గా all file systems which are creating in XFS format only. XFS అంటే Zeta file system అని. ఓకే, మనం ఇంతకు ముందు క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు ext3 ext4 ext5 అలా ఉండేది. ఇన్ Linux 6 5 Linux 5 Linux 6 మనకు కావాల్సిన ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ ఫార్మాట్స్ మనం క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు ఎదర్ ఇన్ ext3 ext4 ext2 దానిలో. బట్ కానీ బై డిఫాల్ట్ గా Linux 7 నుంచి we can create file system only on XFS by default. Okay, so to extend a file system, నేను ఇప్పుడు ఇందాక చెప్పినట్టు then come back to our topic. So this 2 GB has been added. How to create a table, inode table, how to create a inode on top of this. To create that, this will be the command. Okay, this will be the command xfs.growfs. This is a command xfs.growfs. You need to pass your device where it is mounted. Dev mapper కొంచెం సేపు మర్చిపోండి, ఈ dev mapper గురించి వదిలేండి. You can pass this one also, LV display. Okay, this one also you can pass, this one also you can pass. Let me extend once again. Now this is 7 GB. Now VG display. Now I am having 8 GB of my size, 8 GB. In that 8 GB I have used 7 GB. Allocated PE size is 7 GB. Still I am having 1 GB space. I can extend it, right? So history, how to extend this? LV extend is a command. Okay, take this plus 1 GB space paste. Okay, ఇది అంత ఫ్రీ స్పేస్ లేదంటుంది 1 GB. Let me take 500 MB. Okay, see now it has been extended from 7 GB to 7.5 GB. Okay, let me run this xfs.growfs. The command to take this xfs.growfs and pass your this information, your device. This has been extended. Let me see this df-h. See, your file system has been extended to 7.5 GB, 7 GB to 7.5 GB. So this is how you can do extension. This is how you can do extension. What commands we run? LV create, first PV create. మళ్ళీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఒకసారి. What we have taken? First one disk from your storage team. One disk we have taken. One disk. Okay, so now what you did, you created a partition create చేశారు. partition, for example ఇది SDA అనుకున్నాను, SDA1 క్రియేట్ చేసాం. ఈ SDA1 మీద మనం PV క్రియేట్ చేసాం. PV క్రియేట్, ఈ PV ని తీసుకెళ్ళి ఒక VG కి యాడ్ చేసాం. ఈ VG టాప్ లో మనం ఒక LV క్రియేట్ చేసాం. LV. ఓకే, ఈ LV ఇక్కడ దాకా అయిపోయింది అనుకోండి సైజ్. ఓకే, ఫుల్ అయిపోయిన సైజుని మళ్ళీ మనం ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేయాలంటే రిమైనింగ్ సైజుని కూడా మనం తీసుకోవచ్చు. రిమైనింగ్ సైజ్ ఆల్సో వీ కెన్ టేక్ ఇట్ it will add as a raw volume. And to create inode table also on top of this, we have run xfs underscore growfs. We have run this. Then what it did, it created a single file system and with the size whatever we want. Okay, this is what we did. Now the next question is, okay, you have 8 GB, then you have extended, and what will be the next point if I need more size? 8 GB అయిపోయిందండి నాకు. ఓకే, మోర్ సైజ్ కావాలి నాకు, ఈసారి 12 GB కావాలి నాకు. VG లో స్పేస్ లేదు, నేనేం చేయాలి? VG లో స్పేస్ లేకపోతే సేమ్ ఇంకో డిస్క్ తీసుకోండి, సేమ్ ప్రొసీజర్ వాట్ వీ డిడ్ హియర్. ఇంకో డిస్క్ తీసుకోండి, SDCO ఏదో ఒకటి వస్తుంది, దీనిపైన పార్టిషన్ క్రియేట్ చేయండి SDC1 అని. సో ఆ పార్టిషన్ పైన PV క్రియేట్ చేయండి, సేమ్ ఇక్కడ ఏం చేసామో అది PV క్రియేట్. ఈ PVని తీసుకెళ్ళి ఈ VGకి యాడ్ చేయండి. యాడ్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇక్కడ 8 GB సైజ్ ఉంది కదా, ఈ VG సైజ్ ఎంత డిస్క్ అయితే మీరు ఇక్కడ యాడ్ చేశారో, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 50 GB యాడ్ చేశానండి నేను, ఈ డిస్క్ సైజ్ 50 GB. నౌ యువర్ VG సైజ్ విల్ బికమ్ 58 GB. So what provision you will get? You can extend this file system. 8 GB అయిపోయింది, you are having still space, 50 GB space ఉంది, you can add some more data, some more space to this file system. Okay, you can do it, right? Or else what, one more option, one more feature, you can create any number of file systems. You can create any small chunks. 5 MB నుంచి కూడా మీరు ఒక ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అండి. 5 MB, 10 MB, 100 MB, 50 MB, 1 GB, 2 GB, any number of file systems you can create on top of this VG. Okay, any number of file systems you can create on top of this VG. This is how your volume manager will help you. Let me add one more disk on top of this. Okay, yesterday I'm having LSBLK, I'm having this SDB1 and ఈ SDB1 already 5 GB అయిపోయింది. Let me create one more partition on top of the SDB, fdisk/dev SDB1, fdisk/dev SDB. ఓకే, P ఆల్రెడీ ఒక పార్టీషన్ ఉంది, నేను న్యూ పార్టీషన్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకుంటాను. P, okay, partition 2 and default size is, see here it is saying up to this you have used, the next will be you are going to use from here. ఇంతవరకు అయిపోయిందండి, అంటే 5 GB అయిపోయింది. The next partition, the first sector for your new partition will become here. Okay, I will take this and I will choose size is 2G plus 2G. నేను ఇంకో 2 GB partition ని క్రియేట్ చేసుకుంటాను. ఓకే, to see this P, okay, I have created one partition. W, I will make it permanent. Okay, now I have created one partition. I need to add this partition to my VG అండి. నేనేం చేయబోతున్నానంటే ఇటువైపు చూపించాను కదా ఈ పార్ట్, ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు డూ దిస్ పార్ట్. హౌ కెన్ ఐ యాడ్ అడిషనల్ డిస్క్ ఇన్ టు మై VG? ఓకే, నౌ see this VGS. Now see this, the size is 8 GB. Your volume group size, VGS అనేది ఒక కమాండ్ అండి, it will display the summary of your VG. Okay, VG name PV ఒక PV, LV ఒక LV is created and your size it will be 8 GB and free ఎంత ఉంటే అంత వస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, నేను LSBLK, నేను ఇది ఒక పార్టీషన్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నానండి. where is my partition? నేను పర్మనెంట్ చేశాను కదా disk P, yes, I make it permanent. See here my partition has came. మీకు పార్టిషన్ రాకపోతే, మీకు LSBLK మీరు చేసిన పార్టిషన్ రాకపోతే, this is one simple command which will help you part probe. పార్ట్ ప్రోబ్ అంటే మీరు క్రియేట్ చేసిన పార్టిషన్ ని ప్రోబింగ్ చేస్తుందండి. ఇట్ విల్ ఇన్ఫార్మ్ టు కెర్నల్, to I have created a new partition. See here on top of this I have created a partition, but in LSBLK it's not showing. I run part probe, then I am able to see, right? Okay, so now let me add this pv create సేమ్ ఇందాక మనం ఏం చేసామో అదే /dev sdb2 sdb2 కదా నేను కొత్తగా క్రియేట్ చేసిన పార్టిషన్ ఇక్కడ sdb2 I am creating pv on top of that. Okay, pv has been created. Now the command to add this disk vgs, to add this disk into vg01, the command is vgextend vgname 01 and the new pv name. It has been extended. Okay, now see vgs what it is showing here. It is 8 GB. Now you have added 2 GB. 2 GB యాడ్ చేయగల ఏమైందండి ఈ vg సైజ్ మారిపోయింది. ఈ vg సైజ్ మారిపోయింది 9.99 GB. It's almost 10 GB. 8 plus 2 10 GB. Okay, so come to our diagram. See, this has been changed. You have added this additional disk to vg, and up to this your vg is up to this only, previously up to this only. Now you have added extra space. Okay, you have added extra space from different disk. Okay, from different disk, but you can able to see this completely as a one space. Now you can extend your file system. Again lv extend. ఓకే, ఎల్వి ఎక్స్టెండ్ తీసుకున్నాను నేను. అగైన్ ఇక్కడ ఇందాక 5 GB 1 GB తీసుకుంటే రాలేదు కానీ ఇప్పుడు చూడండి నేను 2 GB తీసుకుంటాను. 2G. Now see, it has been extended. What it is saying, your file system has been extended from 7.49 to 9.49. Again xfs underscore growfs with this name df-h. See, it has been extended to 9.5 GB. So now your file system is, now if you use your file system is span of multiple disks. What are those disks? Here sda1 and sdb1. See this, it has been spanned on multiple disks. Rendu different disks kadandi. lsblk, let me show you lsblk. pv display. See, this is one different disk, sdc is different disk, sdb is different disk, two different disks. But నా ఫైల్ సిస్టమ్ ఏమైందండి ఈ రెండు డిస్కుల మీద క్రియేట్ అయింది. సో దిస్ కెన్ బి పాసిబుల్ ఇఫ్ యూ యూజ్ ఓన్లీ volume manager concepts. This can be possible only when you use volume manager concepts, then only it will be possible. Okay, so volume can be span and multiple disks. If you see my vgs, if you see my vg is part of two pvs. What are two pvs? sdc1, sdb2. It means two disks, and my lv also is span on two disks. lv display. See this, my lv is part of two segments. Okay, this is how you can create pvs, lvs, all these things. Okay, so please do practice and let me know if you are having any doubts. Okay, so that's all for today. If you are having any doubts, just let me know. ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయండి?
No, bro.
Okay, then we can wind up today's class. Then tomorrow please do practice, and tomorrow నేను ఇంకా LV extend అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మళ్ళీ రేపు కూడా ఇంకొంచెం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను ఈ వాల్యూమ్ మేనేజర్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ and how to make one file system permanent. I will tell you tomorrow. Then that will be end of volume manager concept. Then day after tomorrow onwards we will do how to do patching, how to install one package inside your server, all these things we will do. Okay.
Okay, bro.
Okay, and thank you all. Thank you so much. Bye for
Thank
now.
you.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Nandini.